Firstly, it's great to have you here. You must be stoked to get a couple of waves.
Literally 2 waves. I actually thought about last night. I was like, you know, it only takes 2 waves per heat. Let's see if I can get 2 good waves, but I got 1 good one and 1 pretty average wave. But you know, I did the work on that first one, so I didn't dig a hole for myself. But with priority, I missed a small wave that was actually probably a better wave than my last one. I was sort of like just faking. I wasn't going to go because I didn't want Jorgen to take it, but there was like 8 minutes left or 9 minutes left at that point. But when I missed that, and then those guys were paddling back up, and I was sitting in third priority, I'm like, ooh, this isn't good. So I was a little desperate at the end there to just try to make that wave. I was just begging that wave to build back up through Little Marley.
You didn't come in and really do a couple of turns though, did you? You wanted to get piped and you did that.
Yeah, that first wave was a spectacular wave. I mean, those are the ones you dream of on an empty surf day, but if you catch it, there's 72 people in your line. So lucky to get that. I mean, that's what I was saying to Kaipo before the heat. It's like just getting a wave or 2 like that's worth the price of admission for the contest. And if you make it through a few heats, it's a bonus. But looks like we're gonna have good waves the next couple of days, and I'm excited.
A lot of questions about your equipment and a unique fin setup there. Did you want to go into a bit more detail?
Sure, yeah. This is actually, it's only 5'6.5", I think. It's an old board from like maybe 8 years ago when I first started on Firewire. And there's a couple designs I worked with that I like, but we just didn't run with them. And I was looking for something that's kind of small and a lot of curve in it. This thing's a little bit wider and a few inches shorter, and that's what kind of fits in the pocket out here at Snapper. I opted to go for this fin that Greg Werber and I have been messing around with for a couple of years. You mentioned I was surfing on it at D-Bah. I'm just using my quads, but using this fin, it's kind of like a tuna fin. It just flexes a lot, and it loads up on bottom turns, and you can hold a lot. You can kind of sustain your turns longer. So if you need to drive around a whitewash, it's really good. You can really hold that speed in the fin, kind of retaining the energy. Yeah.
Speaking of retaining the energy, the Gold Coast is a second home for you, Kelly. You got some golf plans for later in the week?
Yeah, like in a couple hours. No, I don't actually, but maybe Kurt Munro and I will run out there and try to talk Luke into joining us, but he kind of quit golfing like 10 years ago. But we got all the Groms down here. It's been amazing. Hey guys, high five. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. Anyways, it's been fun. I get a lot of support here. It's really great. It is like a second home. Munros have been my Australian family for a decade now, and I love it here.
Grateful to have you here. Well done, Kelly.